Let me tell you about how the learning process will be in our system. Okay, there is a 90 days journey with this. I will just share you the process. You can continue by implementing this system. So uh, it is completely different kind of learning experience which you never experience any of the traditional way, like even you learn from Udemy or any other online platforms. But here we will be learning and implementing simultaneously. Okay, we will just take a real-time project, whatever the concept you come up with, or else I will also suggest you the concept. There are 9 phases of learning full stack development here. Basically, I will teach you in Angular, the technologies which we will be using in this learning process. Angular, Node.js, and Express.js. Okay. If you are expecting any other technology, I also have experience in React.js. Okay. Uh, if you want to learn only React, I think Jagan, you are familiar with React, right? Basically, I will start with the Angular. There is a reason behind this taking the Angular. The main difference between React and Angular is Angular is more structured way, and it will have MVC architecture and more tightly coupled, like it will force you to use best practices. Okay. And for React, it will be just like flexible kind of thing. We can embed that anywhere. It's a library, not a framework. And we can see, when you have experience in PHP, you may notice that there is a difference between using core PHP and using any of frameworks. Frameworks will give you more structured and organized way uh, for handling the bigger projects. So that's why I choose Angular to start with. Okay, these are the 9 missions we'll be going through while learning the full stack development, and we will just take a real-time project. We'll be using many applications in our daily life, just like we'll be using social media apps, so web applications, and payment related applications like Paytm, PhonePe, and any kind of entertainment applications like YouTube. If you are learning something from other things, like there are some learning platforms. There are many applications around us. So we will be taking one application at the time, and it should cover the list of parameters. These are the 9 phases of full stack development which I follow. Okay, and we will be taking one application, and we will be having a team of developers. We will start the mission to finish our project in 90 days. The first phase is requirements capturing. We will just look around the applications, whatever the things we are using in our daily life, and we will just pick one application. But we will not be making entire application, but uh, whatever the core concepts to become a full stack developer, we will just choose only those elements. Again, those are also 9 elements. We will pick those 9 elements, and we will take the requirements, whatever the features that application has. We will list out those features, and we'll start building those features. Okay, that is the first step, requirements capturing. The second step is getting ready with the tools. Once we decide our requirements, what are the features we want to build in this 90 days period, and we will start with the tools. For the project management, I will suggest you Asana. Okay, uh, that is project management tool. It is free for almost 15 members. So we'll start building with, we'll start collaborating with that tool on a daily basis. We will just divide the tasks, modules, and tasks, and we will be assigning to the team members. And once they complete the task, they'll just mark it as done. We will be experiencing the real time development process, as well as we will be learning the tools and techniques how to finish this project. Okay? This is main motto of us. The tools which we are using, one is Asana for project management, and another one is GitHub for the repository management. Like for the code collaboration, we will be using Git, and for the deployment, we will be using Heroku. It's a free tool. We can deploy a small application online, and we can show it to anyone when our application is up and running. And the third step is wireframes or UI flow. Once we decide the list of features to be developed, we will just visualize. If we choose any concept which are there already in the market, that will give you more easiness to start with. We no need to think about the visualization, how the screens will be, how the flow will be. We can just go with the flow with the existing application. Or else, if you are thinking any project which is not there in the market, so if we choose a new application, it will be little bit difficult to visualize the screens, but we will start with the UI flow, like whether if you are familiar with the wireframing tools like Figma, we might be using any of the technologies to wireframing to visualize the entire project and what is the flow from which screens to which screen, what data to be transferred, and what is the next step. We can visualize those things using these wireframes. Okay, and after that, we don't make any functionality using this UI flow. We will just make the screens, and we'll just keep only navigation. The fourth stage is building APIs. The fifth part is our UI is ready and backend APIs are ready. We just need to integrate our APIs to the front end. Just like if you want to integrate registration API, we'll just capture the data from the form and we'll just send that form details to API to register that data in database. Okay. By the way, if we will be using MySQL as database, if you want to use any other technologies, up to your choice. Like I will also guide you how to use those, like MongoDB, or else even if you use this Sales.js, by default it will have local database, like it will store on disk, just like in MongoDB. It will have JSON format of structure for the records. Okay, so we'll have flexibility in using those things. And after integration, once we integrate with the UI and all the flow is running and fine, we will just start implementing validations. See, if you observe the pattern here, we are just building the core first. We are just visualizing the project first, and after that we are building APIs to communicate from the backend to front end, and after that we are just integrating. We will start seeing the transactions between front end and back end, and after that we will concentrate on the validation part. Okay, we will just validate the forms in front end as well as back end also. I will also tell you what is the difference between front end validations and back end validations, and how it is, why it is important to have validations in backend as well. And the next part is security. Once we build our core product, we'll start restricting the things like once we log in, then only we have to able to use inner pages. Okay, there should be a security to restrict some of the pages or transactions, even in uh, payment pages, payment apps. They will ask you for the authentication first, whether it could be your thumbprint or it could be your password or any pin number. In a similar way, they will not allow you to make transactions without login or authorization. Okay, that's why we will start implementing authentication as well, and the authorization takes you place like in our project we will be taking at least two roles of users, like one could be the normal user and another could be an admin kind of thing. So they will have their own access, and uh, there is some restriction on some of the elements in our application. So those elements could be accessed through authorization only. If the role is admin or something else, then only that feature should be enabled for that person. That is authorization kind of thing, and we will be handling that as well in our mission. Okay, and the final step is once we finish all these elements, we should be in a position to demonstrate our project to anyone, and these are the elements to be included in our project. There should be one registration page and one login and one kind of dashboard which should give you insights about the entire project, like if you choose social media kind of thing, how many registrations happened, how many people are posted their content, what is their usage, analytics. We will just include that kind of insights in our dashboard. If you pick any payment related, finance related apps like Paytm or PhonePe or Google Pay, we will just include the same thing. Users will be there in any kind of project, and how many transactions happen, what is the volume of transactions, what is the amount of transactions happening. We will just include that kind of insights in our dashboard. Okay, and there should be some list pages, and it should show the list of it could be a list of users, it could be list of transactions, it could be list of posts or content, uh, and it should have at least CRUD operations. There is a possibility to create the record, read the record, update the records, and delete the records. So we should be covering all these CRUD operations in our project. Okay, and there should be a profile page to view the logged in user, and they can also update their profile. Okay, and there should be a change password and forget password features. In our project there should be at least two roles, even we can go up to 5 roles as well, if you are willing to work on those roles and restrictions kind of thing. And minimum criteria is at least 2 roles. There should be some restricted pages and actions based on the logged in user role. Okay, and the final thing is logout. So we will be covering these 9 features with these 9 missions.
So 90 in the sense you're placing the session on Sundays only, or?
Actually, this is the introduction session. I will be just demonstrating how my trainings will be, but the actual trainings will be happening weekdays. Okay. Weekdays probably we can start on Wednesday. Okay, and Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. if it is required. Okay.
Timings will be
Evening 7:30 to 9:30. We'll just follow the hackathon with the 9 missions, just as I have mentioned here. Each week we will be concentrating on one particular thing, and I will also explain you how to process these things and how to learn Angular. What are the applications are you using in your daily life?
we are using so Facebook, WhatsApp. These are all default social media applications.
Okay.
And so if you are asking professional wise means so and I have a plan to develop one application for mobile application for hotel and restaurants because of my friend is running one restaurant. So he asked me to develop one application for his restaurant. So I'm planning for that. I'm
A
just
restaurant means taking the orders,
yeah, taking
serving
the
the
orders.
orders, and if there are any online orders, like if they are offering door delivery, it's a kind of ordering from
Like
the
Swiggy
outside
we are
of.
doing, right? Like that.
Yes, yes.
Actually, so placing the stock, that's one module, and
Mhm.
how many stocks are available, and waiter module is the second module, and the
Mhm.
third module is online. So as of now, I don't go for a third module because nowadays Swiggy, Zomato, everyone is doing
Uh-huh.
that, so we don't want to.
So instead of
Internally,
reinventing the wheel,
yeah,
it should be better to
use the existing.
start using existing tools. Just send your applications, whatever the applications you are planning to do in future, or the applications which you are using in daily life. Just send in the chat box so that we will be just picking one particular thing. We'll start building the requirements today itself. So we will be just picking one of the options from Raghavendra or Jagan. First of all, we will just familiar with the technology. It doesn't matter how much I charge for the these. Is I just wanted to work with you guys, and I just wanted to make you feel comfortable with this full stack development journey. So we'll just start implementing the things. And Jagan, do you have any ideas to implement? Raghavendra said that a restaurant thing is his idea. And do you have any plans, or else just continue with this flow? Like, can we choose restaurant as a or primary project to continue?
Yeah, I was thinking like e-commerce kind of websites like Amazon, Flipkart kind of things.
It is something more. It may not be finished. See, when we talk about e-commerce kind of thing, uh, it will go beyond these 9 items. Okay, something kind of payment gateway implementation, adding to the cart, and managing the cart kind of thing. So it will be more difficult, or else we will just add a flavor of having e-commerce kind of thing in our restaurant itself. Is it okay with you, Raghavendra? Okay. Jagan is looking at e-commerce kind of thing, and you are looking at restaurant management kind of thing. We will just implement like adding the item to cart in restaurant itself. How do you think? The waiter will go to a table and they will just take an order, right? While he is taking the order, he will add multiple items into the cart, like for one particular order. In a similar way, just like we will just experience the e-commerce kind of thing, they will be just adding the items to the cart, and once the order is ready, they will just place an order. We can have both features, but we will not be covering the payment kind of thing in this journey. And is it okay, Jagan? We will just continue with the flow.
Okay, and
We'll just start implementing this. Core features can be used for e-commerce as well, but the only difference here is here the application will be used by waiter. In e-commerce, the application will be used by the user. That is the only difference, but the functionality part is almost similar. The core part of this is almost similar, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we'll just start implementing these kind of features in our project, and I will just create a mind map so that we can have the clear picture of our project. Okay. What are the elements we'll be having in this journey? Food products, food items.
Food items.
Okay. For that, we'll be having
Raw materials.
add or edit or delete products. Okay. This is the core. The next part is
Next
you
module
can
is
also
a
participate.
waiter
Jagan.
module. Yeah.
Sorry.
So order taken waiter module.
First, we'll just go with the user cases like
Okay.
waiter and admin or what we call kitchen. Who will be handling these orders? Either kitchen or admin. Let
Storekeeper.
us go with the admin, and another role is
Storekeeper. You can say.
storekeeper. So waiter will be taking the orders. Okay.
Yeah.
What are the roles of what are the actions of waiter?
So he only taking the order and billing.
Order.
Submit it for billing.
Billing. Serving.
Yes.
Serving is not in our job, our application. So we will be just handling taking order and billing. Jagan, you can also participate. Instead of storekeeper, we just take it as kitchen. What are the roles? What are the actions behind kitchen? Taking the order and changing the status. You just need to change order status as your order is being prepared. Okay. Status change, delivering the order. Any other actions by kitchen?
Status change, delivering order.
If the food is not available, see by the time of ordering the food, the user may be ordered 5 items. Once it is going to the kitchen, they realize that the 5 items are not available, only 3 items are available. Again, there should be an option to cancel any one of the items.
Yeah, updating the stocks. Right? Yeah, like
changing
order
availability. Okay, and any other items?
That's it.
We'll just keep with this. Okay, see, we should be in a position to finish this project in 90 days. So we just need to minimize the functionality as less as possible, and we should be able to cover all the items which I have mentioned here. Okay, this is our main intention.
Okay.
We just need to check whether we are fulfilling these items or not. Okay, so we'll just capture these requirements, but while working on the project, we will be just having only limited features.
Okay.
And what are the admin roles?
So
adding projects, products, maintaining products. We will just divide in more into task later. Okay. We will just add high level features, maintaining products, and next
and
billing, finance.
Vendor billing.
Finance will cover how many products they have sold, or how many items they have sold
They purchased.
today, and how much revenue is generated, and what are the expenses. We will not be covering the maintenance part of the restaurant, but we will just be covering only the transaction flow. Like
Yeah.
the item A is having 100 rupees of price, and the customer, 5 customers ordered item A, and today's revenue is 500.
Yep.
We will be just handling that part only. Okay, so finance part, and he will be handling the users. Admin will be handling number of waiters, and which waiter performance is what, how many orders they served. This kind of analytics they have to check, right?
Yes.
So user handling and roles handling.
Yeah.
He will be maintaining the roles, like whether the user should have kitchen role or waiter role. There are only 2 roles under admin. The overall project will have 3 roles. Okay.
Yep.
Admin, users means waiters, and kitchen employees. Okay, these are the 3 roles. So this is our overall structure of our project. When we talk about the transaction part, what are the core elements to start with? In our journey, the core element is product. I feel that managing the products are core of this project. If you feel, any of you feel other than this, managing products. What are the different kinds of transactions in this year? Like add product. Okay. And edit product, delete product, view the list of products. What are the attributes of this product? Like we'll just add items here, like product name, price. I will just use only attribute name, price, and quantity. What are the other elements, like size, veg or non-veg, type of products, category of products, right? Category like soup or main course or starter kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. It could be further like starters, main course, soft drinks. Okay. For now, we'll just continue with these 6 items. Okay. And when we talk about finance, what are the things? We haven't mentioned price. Okay. What are the features required for the finance? Number of sales, right?
Yeah.
Or you can say the revenue. And number of transactions, or number of orders. See, here more into reporting kind of thing. What is the order total, and we just need to generate a bill to the user, and we'll be just delivering that, right? Instead of handling the finance part.
Okay. Vendor transaction, so here the just other vendors will be those
other vendors means
chicken bill and grocery bill.
We will be not handling entire thing here. So we will just keep it as minimal as possible.
Hmm.
So when we include those kind of features here,
Okay.
it will be more complex thing.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
We cannot fulfill with the 5 members team in 90 days.
Okay.
We are just learning and doing this.
Okay.
So I will prefer to use as minimal features as possible. So we'll just continue with this flow. Even further, the team will be active further as well. If you have good rapport with the team, if they want to work further, they can enhance the features as well. What are the features behind these users? Similar like add user. I will just write in a single line, not detailed like this here. Add, edit, delete, list. When we talk about this kitchen manager, these are the different actions. Like they can change the status of an order, delivering the order, changing the order availability. Okay, item availability, not order availability. Item availability. Our requirements are ready.